Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Reenie and this is the Enchanted Planner. Today I'm planning in my classic vertical for the week of October 25th to the 31st, which is Halloween week. I love this week. I love Halloween. What can I say, right? Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. So this plan with me, I've pulled out Accordingtoali's stickers. Now, last year I was a patron of hers, so I have the original sheets as well as the ones that she produced this year. But the ones from last year are shiny, so they don't really fit with this color palette. So off to the side they go. I don't end up using them because they don't really match all that well. I don't know, it looks strange when I was looking at shiny versus this nice matte finish. So I've got MoJo Jojo's autumn boxes as well as the neutral boxes. My order finally arrived from the States, so I have all this new stuff and I'm so excited because now I have like an abundance of boxes. It's so amazing. So amazing. I was short on boxes for a while there, as I'm sure you probably had picked up when I was yapping through videos, right? This plan with me turned out to be a bit of a flippin' nightmare. It was almost an hour by the time all was said and done. And we have a hiccup coming because when I started filming, I didn't realize my SD card was full. So it's going to blip here in a second. Because my card was full and I had been chatting away and didn't realize that my SD card was full. Now I have a pretty good amount of size in the SD card, and there it is. I have a pretty good amount of size in the SD card in my phone, but when you record, 4, 5, 6 videos, it fills up rather quickly. Now, normally what I do is once I've got everything edited and uploaded to YouTube, I delete those files so it's fresh for the next week. I must have forgot to do that last week, which is why I incidentally ended up with a full SD card. So yeah, it is what it is. We just roll with it, right? So merely all we had missed in that section was just the lay down of some boxes and the complete struggle bus with trying to trim that rose in the upper left corner there, which was a pain in the butt. I pulled out this new Halloween sticker book, but again, the color palette doesn't really match the vibe that I'm going for. Then I pulled out last year's fall book because I was actually on the hunt for some purple, but the purples were gravely different. So that was a no-go. Yeah, see, here's where I'm looking. I'm like, yeah, no, nothing really matches in there. So I went back to the book because what I was after was some quotes to see if I could find a quote that would work. So I pulled out another one of Allie's sheets, which was a collaboration she did, and it's got some Edgar Allan Poe sort of vibe to it. So I'm like, well, I'll pull that out. So I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put in that corner, and I finally end up deciding we're going to leave it and I'll come back to it. Now I'm pulling off one of the sticker sheets has spider webs on it. So I pull off one of the spider webs and it's going to make its way into that upper right hand corner. Exactly, here we go. So just laying that sticker down. I've been talking too much today, so my voice keeps trying to go all froggy. And unfortunately in InShot, I can't pause the recording. So if I end up with having to fight with my throat, I have to start the recording all over again. So it's a pain in the butt. So I'm just laying in that spider trying to figure out, but I'm like, I decide to leave him until I've got stuff laid down. So I grab the boxes in a second, and I'm grabbing boxes to place in the right hand side to sort of balance out balance out the spread really is what I'm looking for. So I'm on the hunt. I decided to go with gray boxes. This gray and purple is the vibe to this spread. And it turned out really well. I'm quite pleased with it. I mean, granted, like I said, it was a nightmare and a struggle bus, but the end result I'm really happy with. So just laid down that double box. And now is where I'm going to start fitting in some of those beautifully done purple roses. I can't really describe the color of them. If you've got them, you know what I'm talking about. They're so beautiful. So we're just trying to take some sticky off because these ones are super sticky. And I have to trim off that one edge because I want it to look like it's peeking out from behind the box instead of on top of it. And I could have I could have lifted the box. See, here's what I talk about. Sorry. I didn't really want to start recording this again. Oh my God. So if you have to deal with me fading in and out with my voice, oh, I'm so sorry. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad. If it gets too bad, well, we'll just start recording again. Brought out the ink, the alcohol inks as well, because I thought they might be a nice addition to this spread, but I didn't end up really using them because they didn't seem to fit. And I had pulled out 2 rolls of washi, as I probably had mentioned earlier. Now, one had spider webs, and I just used it sort of accent the boxes, but I did lay down the bats because, come on, when else can we use Halloween washi? Like, really? I mean, it's more specifically, when else can we use bats on washi? I love Halloween. Love, love, love. It's my favorite holiday of the year. I'll take Halloween over Christmas any day of the year. I think partly why I like Halloween is because it is the only day of the year you can be anything you want and no one bats an eye. No one bats an eye because it's Halloween. You can dress up any way you want for that one day. I mean, people could technically do that every day of the year, but Halloween, it's sort of a little bit more, I don't even know. I don't know. You just be anything or anyone you want on Halloween and, one day of the year. So we are trying to figure out placement for some roses in accent for the box cluster that I put in the inside corner there on the right hand side. As I said, this struggle bus was big on this plan with me, and it's infuriating because these like plan with me is like this. I'm like, oh, I got a great idea, should be able to bang this off in 15 minutes, and then it all goes to pot, and an hour later you're looking at it going, oh, okay, that was a long plan with me. It's not so bad when you're doing it on your own, but when you're recording it for content for people to watch, I don't know. There's a lot of the times, there's only certain planners I will sit through a whole hour-long plan with me. And those are ones that I enjoy, 1, the sound of their voice, and 2, that there is conversation. The people that sort of just do music in their plan with me's instead of talking, I don't favor them very much. I mean, I still like to see the end result, but it's not, I don't know. I like the conversation. Honestly, like if you were sitting down with your girlfriend, doing your plan with me for the week or whatever, that's what I enjoy about plan with me videos. So I've decided finally that spider has a home. And I have to draw a line in, and then I mess up and grab the wrong pen and it's too dark, but it's down now. So you'll see it in a second when I'm talking or when I draw the line in. But I've decided I'm going to put a spider web and one of the rose pieces down in that lower left hand corner. And I grab a spider to put on top of it as well. Because, if we got a spider web, we should have a spider. Plus I needed one to balance out from the other side of the page. So I'm just trying to figure out placements for little floral accents in the other boxes we've got on the pages. And there is this one rose, and I really want to make this work, but if I lay it down on what I'm thinking, you won't be able to see it because the box will show through the rose so badly. And I could have whited out or used correction tape to white out the box or the side of the box. I just decided to go with a different size box and then lay that rose down along the inside corner and then just trim off the little tiny bit that stuck out above the lines. And you can still see sort of when I end up laying it down in its final position. I'm just trying to figure that out right now. You do end up seeing the tiny bit of the box in the one corner, but I'm not overly concerned about it, to be honest with you. The rose is beautiful and the majority of it I can see perfectly. So this is its home. This is where it stays. So I'm just going to trim off that little bit. So it looks like it's peeking in from inside the box. And then we are going to lay down some floral accents here. And I've decided, instead of trying to fight with trimming out the excess, I just decided to lift the boxes up and lay this one behind it. But it was a little tricky to try and get the placement that I was looking for. So it comes up and down a few times before it finally finds a home. And back into the book, because now I'm on the hunt for words, lettered words, so we can jazz this up a bit, because I couldn't find any headers that would work in any of the boxes. So back to the sticker sheets we went. And I'm just going to lay in I put the important on the sidebar, and then that one says priority. And then I'm grabbing some to-do and today stickers. And I was looking in here to see if there was like Happy Halloween or a Halloween sticker that would work, but unfortunately they're in either the wrong colors or gold, and I didn't want any foil, was in particular gold. Silver would have been okay. I could have made silver work, but not gold. To me, gold is a Christmas foil. That's a Christmas color. Yeah, now I'm in Planner Basics looking for Halloween as well. And I finally find one that is in black. So it gets laid down in the last quadrant there. That's its home. That's its home. So I'm just grabbing, like I said, some of the to-dos and todays to put onto the boxes just to add in headers. And then we're going to trim. Oh no, this is where I draw the line. And then I realized that I grabbed the wrong pen. So down we go. Oh no, that was where I had sorry, my apologies. This is where I'm trying to figure out the placement for the pencil. Then I go in with the wrong pen, and it's way too dark compared to the light color of the spider web, but it's down. So there's not much that can be done about it. It is what it is. I'm just going to say he's the sparkle spider. He wants to stand out. And then I'm trying to figure out that quote placement, because I really like the quote, "The something wicked this way comes." And I thought that it worked really well with this spread. I should probably order another one of those sheets for next year, now that I'm thinking about it, because I really enjoyed that sheet. I thought it was awesome. Yeah, now I'm on the hunt to see if I can find any black kind of quotes in the fall book, and there's nothing. So we end up putting the something wicked this way comes right in that nice little spot there. And then I end up trying to bring in some of this spider web washi, and it was a bit too much from like laying it down sort of standpoint. So it just ended up in accent on the bottoms of the boxes. So I just, tore off a piece and then ripped it in two to give it that sort of rough edge to it. And then down it goes. It wasn't ideal, but originally I thought I had another Halloween washi, but I couldn't find it. And I'm not one that's, my washi is all very organized. It's organized in drawers by size and color. So I don't know what happened to my Halloween washi. I swore I had another roll, but I couldn't find it. So it is what it is. So we're just laying down the something wicked this way comes. Trying to find the placement for that, and if I'm going to have to white out the tiny bitest of the line, the vertical line. So in goes the Signo pen to get rid of that, and I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm just going to get rid of the tiny bit behind this side. And we are almost there. We're just about finished the spread. Trying to see if there's anything else I want to add, so I decided to look at a few more of the books to see if anything I think is going to work, but not overly thrilled with it. So now I'm on the hunt for another today or to-do sticker for that box. And then I knew somewhere there was a sticker that said weekend, but it took me a while to find it. It was in the worksheet if I remember correctly. So I'm just hunting for like where the heck the weekend sticker is. I do finally find it. It's just on the sheets that are like payday and day off. I think it's called work. There, I finally find it somewhere in here. Yeah, there it is. And then I put that into the double box down in that corner, and that will wrap up this spread. It's finished. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you again soon. Ciao.